is up and welcome to the first stream of Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer for Miles Edgeworth Investigations Collection. I'm your host Zach, joined by our voice actor Wes.
I can't keep track of which game we're playing. This is getting out of hand.
And of course, our titular lawyer, Bridge.
Hello.
Folks, just in case before everybody starts asking, we are not abandoning Dual Destinies. We will be getting back to it as soon as we finish the first case of this. But we wanted to get a video out for the release.
Wait, there's still another case in Dual Destinies? I thought it just ends with Athena going to jail.
Yeah.
She was the true villain.
She killed that guy, yeah.
Yeah, the game just ends there, right? Athena killed the guy.
Yeah. Also, if you're thinking about picking up this game, check out our Nexus.gg store, which there'll be a link to down below and on the screen in the edited version. You can go there, you can buy the game for the same amount of money that it would cost you to buy it normally, but $7 of your purchase will go to us, which we'd really appreciate. It costs you nothing extra and helps us out a bunch. And hey, if you like this, like watching us stream, watch us live every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on youtube.com/SaveDataTeam. And hey, support the channel in another way on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. You can get yourself a bunch of cool things there, including getting your name included in this Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Captain Malik Spun, Andy Cosmo, Cuddy, Paul, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernlist, Marks the Jester, Game Love, Logan 01, Jack Warner. Witch Tower, Kevin, Asian, and Selfaria, Arky, Forensic, Beck, Nicole, Smart Alec, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob Bell, Crimson, Chrissy, Victor Alexander, Shadowed Navi, Soul Masters, BBC, Watts and Riser, Sherlock, Seller, Mr. Mocha Straw Breaker, Animo, Arrow, Lil, Ghost, Fluff, Guff, Goldwind, Don, Ruby, John, Ashking, Cura, Mega Zero, and Boomer, Emily. Plethora of penguins and who need to sleep, Alea, Yakta, Est, Ever, Entropy, JFJ, Nightwing, Ichiza, T, The Driver, 458, ATD. Maho, Stars, Red, Crest, Will, Ben, and Chosen, Tin, Mickey, Anime, Checker, Knight, and JC, Foxington. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring, Scribes, Yo, Croissant, Fofilla, Written Word, Wraith, Mercury, Zabilla. Don't forget Lord Byron, Ginkgo, and Siegfried, Milliard, Luman, That Red Kite, and Shiberstein. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Oh, shit! Oh my god! But with that all out of the way, let's get into the game.
Oh shit, is this about aliens?
Always has been.
No, that was Dual Destinies.
Oh, we're in Sweden. Oh, okay. This will be me, I guess. To make sure the defendant is found guilty. That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. Some other voice. Prejudice
That
voice.
may be true, but why? Why go this far?
Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost.
That you're right.
I love the scrolling on this shot. It's really good.
Holy shit, it's that guy.
I'm a prodigy.
Oh no, he's hot!
Always have been, always will be.
He literally is doing always has been.
He literally, yeah, he had the gun and everything.
With the gun pointed.
If somebody wants to get us art of him shooting the other guy in front of planet Earth, fucking do that, please.
It's like, is that a prodigy among prosecutors? Always has been.
Yeah.
A prosecutor's job is to get a guilty verdict no matter what. Always has been.
Incredible. Okay. The prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. 2 a.m. Look at him. He looks so good.
Oh boy. I'm I'm the face of the stream now, folks.
Oh no!
Welcome back to West Data, everybody.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month.
No!
Hi,
You
guys,
banished me!
Hi, guys.
No!
Don't you remember me, how I've always sounded? This is me.
My power! I can feel it slipping through my fingers!
That's really good.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office. And keeping it clean.
Lol.
The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood? I guess that's always a trope in things where people can smell blood. I guess I haven't been around enough of a large volume of blood at any particular time.
I believe in large quantities, blood is very smellable.
That's what, yeah.
That's fair.
That's what mystery
fair.
novels have led me to believe, but yeah.
Exactly. That's what a lot of things have led me to believe, but I cannot say that I've ever walked into a room and like
Smells like blood.
yeah.
Blood.
What the?
Gun.
Somebody knocked all the books off of my shelf.
What the fuck?
Man, people keep dying in here.
Did this dead body ruin my perfectly organized shelf?
Just picks up the body, throws it out the window.
Gumshoe, clean this up.
Well, that takes care of that problem. What's the meaning of this? Freeze!
Yeah, this should be Swedish guy, actually.
Identify yourself. Shut up!
Got him.
Got him. Damn.
You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Hey!
Well,
That was just plain rude!
Yeah, well, that was just fucking rude, dude. What the fuck?
Is that a threat?
It's a problem.
Because it's not very impressive. I'm not impressed. Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. Man, fuck this guy. I'm out of here.
Oh, I thought he'd let me get away with it if it wasn't here. If that's not the case, I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days.
Would you just say thrust?
In justice we thrust.
Yeah, English be something.
Oh my god! Is that Kaniza?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's so funny because he really does, like, everything about it does look like that one investigator from the Somnium Files.
Yeah! Kaguchi! I finished
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
I've finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir.
I just said I finished. There's nothing else to do. I just take pictures.
I'm just gonna push this thing up against the wall over and over again.
I'm just looking busy. It also looks like he's. It also looks like he's looking at Edgeworth, and he's not looking at what he's doing. It looks like he's like.
Well, have you seen Edgeworth?
I'm doing something.
Is he holding a flashlight up against the wall?
Yes, in this very brightly lit room.
He has a flashlight, and he is literally just like shaking his thing like a maraca.
Yeah, this is definitely I'm doing work. I'm doing work. I swear.
I'm looking right at you. I can see you definitely not working.
Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Are you okay, sir?
Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
When I heard a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away.
This is Dick Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct. And the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being.
You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
More like I'm looking a little pal, right? You're fine.
That's my thing, sir.
Sir, please let me have that.
I don't do anything else, pal.
I have so little else. Let me have pal.
No, I'm perfectly fine. However...
Look what they did to your office! It's totally trashed!
I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud to my office. Oh, and killing somebody, I guess.
Oh, sounds like you're really burned up over this whole thing.
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Roll credits.
They said the thing.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. I can access the forefront of my mind by pressing the E button. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
I'm sure it's a coincidence.
Oh, refresh my memory. When does this game take place?
Just after the trilogy. The original trilogy.
Okay, so after Trials and Tribulations. Okay.
Yeah.
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this.
Huh, it was released after Apollo Justice, Chattison.
Okay.
But it's set before, still.
Right.
The key to your office?
So Edgeworth came back for the last case of Trials and Tribulations, then went abroad again?
Yes. What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
What's that? Logic?
Yep. By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic.
So, how do you use it?
You're kidding, right? Gumshoe, you seriously cannot be this thick.
Somehow you are still overpaid.
Is there any way that you can pay us to do your job? First, I recall the information we've gathered with Q, and then I connect them with the T. Now, to use Q and recall the facts.
Oh. Crime scene. My office. The office key. For security reasons, this office's door has a lockpick. Okay. Connect them. You haven't connected anything.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks.
I mean, that's just a good policy for doors.
Yeah, that's just kind of a thing that I feel like all doors should have as an optional thing.
You know, in like government buildings.
A door, by nature of it being a device that intends to keep people out,
should have a lock.
Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir.
Don't lie to me.
I wasn't thinking it.
I wasn't
You're
thinking,
right.
pal.
I wasn't thinking about anything.
I was thinking about
Head empty.
I was thinking about tacos.
Killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Okay.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
Oh, really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow.
I do love that they have to show the green bar in the top left to be like, you can still get penalties even though we're not in court.
Yeah,
you know?
If the green bar runs out, then Edgeworth is a big idiot.
Edgeworth feels so bad, he loses.
Goes home.
He says, screw this, I'm going home.
Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir. Cool. Basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply use space when I'm next to it.
Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use T. Just use T, okay? I'll give you some great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
You don't get to say that.
This is my game.
Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
He's so mean to him. It's so good. Okay, so we can walk around now, which is, hey, that's the ace attorney.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Oh god, he's following me!
Oh no. Oh god.
Run away! I'm being stalked!
What's wrong, pal? Why are you walking faster? Let's look at the body, because that's.
I can't wait till the mainline series gets this feature and we get Will Powers following us the entire
we can
game.
finally
Finally! It's one of those things that, like,
he's always
it's there.
Yeah. He's always like 4 or 5 steps behind.
His tracking's a little laggy.
Yeah.
He's not right behind us, but he's always there.
Yeah.
Just at the edge of the screen.
They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Let's steal this guy's wallet.
Is that guy's crotch bleeding?
It is, Pridge.
Yeah.
Did he get stabbed in the junk?
Yeah.
Nah, he was just eating some fries on his lap and the ketchup spilled.
Oh, okay. I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the worst.
And he got all the mustard on his tie, conveniently.
Yeah.
And the mayonnaise on his shirt.
That tie was originally white.
Yeah.
Entirely mustard.
What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. A body.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen one before. A corpse.
It's a police badge, detective.
I fucking hope you've seen it. Oh, hey! I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky dink! He said coinky dink. It's very good.
Winky dink.
It's very good.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You get a couple adorable points, Gumshoe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look inside.
This guy.
Hey, Mr. Buddy Faith.
What?
That is such a Bruce Goodman ass name.
Yeah. Is
Oh
it like
yeah.
Buddy Cop?
This is Bruce Goodman too.
Faith? Like
This
has
is
faith?
Bruce Goodman too.
It is Bruce Goodman too. Yeah.
It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you.
Also, chat, please feel free to tell us what the fan translation names were, because I would love to hear all of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, no, in this one, this was made. This game did come out.
Oh,
So this
you're totally right.
it would
There's no fan
this one
translation
would
for
have
this
been
game.
Buddy. Yes.
Yeah, you're
For
right.
the next one, we'll get
Cool.
fan
Well, in
translation,
about-
but for this one.
6 months from now, tell us all the fan names.
That's all the fan names.
Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. You mean the dick, sir?
Hey, that's like
Hey,
my first
that's
name,
my
pal. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yup, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene.
Body was found at 2:05, bullet went through the victim's abdomen. You going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. This is the safest way I know how to keep track of it all.
All right, if you say so.
I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press E to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in my organizer too.
Okay, so we get people, we get profiles.
It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the organizer and the facts often.
I mean, we can't click it yet, but this clearly says gum in blood on the books over here. So, that's fun. Oh, wait, no, we can't click on it. We can't click on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My bad. I thought the yellow was neutral. I don't believe it. I packed those files on those shelves so tight. I packed those files on that shelf so tight that not even an earthquake could make them fall off. But just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all.
A problem, to be sure.
Is that supposed to be Edgeworth being like, earthquakes, I don't like them?
Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. And by we, I mean you.
Yeah. Okay, pal. Your files are all over the floor, sir.
Let the files hit the floor. Let the files hit the floor.
Let the
They
files
probably
hit
failed. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
Wow. Ah, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I watered the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled.
It's not that big and no one's using it. It should take like 10 minutes.
You're not getting paid for this gumshoe.
Just run a dishwasher.
Oh my god! Oh my
Does he
god!
have a life?
I don't know.
There's been a second murder. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at this gun.
Oh yeah, it even tells you. Look at that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a little check. Cool.
Oh, nice.
What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
It's kind of a silly choice for them to drop the gun while
move.
running, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would have taken that with me.
Oh.
I think I've seen one of these before.
My God.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think.
Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir.
We need Gumshoe to be the face of some new gun regulation laws. Hey, kids, guns are dangerous. That's why I don't like them all that much.
I do like that they have to include this bit to be like, yeah, Gumshoe is a cop, but he doesn't use his gun. He's a good guy.
He doesn't like guns.
Yeah. I don't use
He beats mafiosos with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't need them.
Except in emergencies. So that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
Time to frantically
Come on!
use
Get in
logic.
there! Get there! Come on!
And reasoning spectacular.
I do want to look at this because it's very funny.
Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
The ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you. Yup. Speaking of that, let's see what's on what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy.
Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns.
Are you getting cards every month from Wendy Oldbag?
Yes.
Yes.
With luxurious bouquets, Pridge.
Wow.
Wendy? Isn't that the name of the old lady with the whiny voice that stalked?
That's enough, Detective. You need not remind me further.
Look at this too, because it's good.
Well, it's a good thing my steel samurai doll was spared any harm.
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show.
You're fired. Fuck out of my sight.
What's it about it?
I assume the rest of you have seen the show.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, of course, sir!
Good.
Good.
You're allowed to stay.
I love the Steel Samurai and his friend. Fuck, why did I say that?
Oh, yes? What was his friend's name?
The aluminium ninja.
Get out! You're dead to me.
I see you've been reading some of my fan fiction. Good.
What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but...
You can't fucking have a figurine of it and then pretend not to be a huge fan.
I'm not like just a figurine. This is like a fucking
Right,
24,
right.
like 2 foot tall.
Yeah, this isn't a Funko Pop. This is a fucking. This probably costs a couple $100.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
The hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well.
Fuck yeah.
Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show, gives it presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much.
Keeps up
And
with
that conversation
society.
lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
I think I am gonna make us look at all the
king
things
of
on this 'cause they're
prosecutors
really good.
statue.
Oh, it's your trophy. The Knight of Prosecutors, right?
King of prosecutors. And it's not a trophy, it's a shield. Shut up!
They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. Damn. Based opinion. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
Well said. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me.
My God! He's poor as fuck. Watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir.
That killer is going to pay. This tea set.
Yikes! You're really mad. Look at Gumshoe. He's doing the eek, I saw a mouse. You're really mad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It cost more than your whole month's paycheck.
What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. Alright, time to do some logic. Signs of a struggle. Revolver, killer's goal.
Alright, so what do we have to do with this?
Just find two things that
You
are
pick
connected.
two things and that are relevant, yeah.
Killer's goal. What were they after? Signs of a struggle. Victim was a
Well,
detective.
victim was a detective and the revolver fit together, right?
True.
I believe they do.
See, look at that. We got an ace lawyer ourselves here. Come on.
The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster.
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
All right.
Alright.
Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
As I always say,
Yeah!
you gotta look real carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use up, down, right, left to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use Q and E to zoom in and out to get the nitty-gritty. Actually,
Look at the little horsey.
yeah, that's cool. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that.
To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
Wow, Edgeworth getting philosophical. No, I can't ever really see myself liking guns. Oh, but I love the one they use at the track and field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead. Wait, what? To chase... Oh,
To chase you down for a false start, detective.
now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. Very good.
Oh, you can't look
That's
at the
so
horsey.
weird that there's not a thing for that.
Yeah. I feel like that's not a standard issue thing.
Yeah, and I definitely would assume that's like not Bruce. What's his name? Buddy.
It's
Faith
Bruce
put that
Goodman
on.
too.
Yeah,
It's just called Bruce Goodman.
Bruce too.
It looks like only one round was fired from this.
Wow. So the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun.
No, Vic!
Vic died. Saved it. Vic.
No!
Somebody tell Chris. He's got to get a new wife. Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess that is about... I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to all... Jim!
Just knocks Gumshoe down. Why? Oh, why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
Are you alright?
Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be!
Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body? The body! Don't talk about him like he's some lump of flesh! Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night.
Who the fuck is Jim?
Sure. Just in a blood-stained suit, pal.
Are you talking about Bruce too?
Where are my manners?
Aren't you that prosecutor?
Aren't you that
ninja?
Hey.
Aren't you that
Hey.
prosecutor? Aren't you that prosecutor?
Hey, you're that prosecutor.
It's the thing where, like, his name being Jacques makes me want to make him French, but nothing about the way his dialogue is written is French, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make him kind of a...
I always
He's
read him
supposed to
as
be
a bro.
His joke name is
He's a
Jock
jock.
Sportsman. If that's his joke name. So I'm just gonna make him like the Jock Sportsman, you know?
Shit, that's
Yeah.
so good.
It's really good. It's really
Wait,
good.
That's so. I didn't realize that at first. That's so fucking good. Oh, that's awesome. What a good fucking name. Jock Sportsman.
Why, yes!
He would be watching the Chiefs Ravens game.
That's true.
Yeah. He's got 17 different fantasy leagues that he's keeping track of. Why, yes, I am. I'm Jock Sportsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting.
He was my partner in crime, busting.
Busting made us feel good. If you know what I mean.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Except that people have heard of me.
Gotham.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So, you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office?
Yes, that is correct.
Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go jumping around to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not! I know how things work around here. High prosecutors' office doors have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door.
That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So, the only one who could get into here was me. Hey, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So it was you then! You're Jim's killer! No way, pal! You've got it all wrong!
Everyone calm down! Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
All right, I get the point. You're right. My mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway.
I'm something of a legend myself.
Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal?
No. A pleasure to work with you.
He just pulls his hand back like, psych! Gotcha. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. It's your room, after all.
Thank you. I intend to.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Sir!
Does he explain why he calls him Jim yet?
He's about to.
Okay,
Nice!
thank God.
Hell yeah.
I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim.
I should probably give them some space.
Walk up to them.
Is this enough space?
Are you getting over your? Are you over the tragic death of your friend yet?
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Mr. Portsman, a word, if I may.
Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for both of us. Now then, you wanted to talk to me about something?
No, that's all right. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation.
Well, okay, let's look at the thing that got shot, because... Ah, your jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they had shot through it? That would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
Huh? Like what?
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me.
Cute.
He must be
I'm
rubbing
starting
me,
to
he must be
sound
rubbing
like
me
him.
off.
But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. 'Cause I did it my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction.
Bullet. Oh, I didn't even click, it just said you found it.
Bullet.
This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press T with conviction. T. And when I've found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. It's totally different than the way that he does things.
Yeah, I mean, this is our book for this one.
We got Buddies 29,
Buddy Faith.
Gumshoes 32.
Gumshoes 32.
Shock Sportsman 29. All right.
29 as well.
Oh, is he older than Edgeworth at this point?
Yeah,
Like at the
Edgeworth
end of
should
3,
be-
Edgeworth was like 25
Yeah,
or
he should be
something.
like-
Oh yeah.
early late 20s.
Yeah.
Pridge, have you realized what the contradiction is? Look at the evidence.
Oh yeah, only one shot fired.
Boom, got it. Also,
Eureka!
he says Eureka in this game. I don't
Yep,
love
that's
it,
his
to be
thing.
honest with you, but I get it.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have. I think we talked about this. It doesn't have the pop that Objection has.
Yeah.
But I get that they're not in court, so he can't say.
Yeah, he
objection.
can't object to a bullet in a painting or in a frame.
This bullet hole is the contradiction.
What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right.
However, this gun was only fired once.
Hey, that's true too.
Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes?
What's all that sticking out? Or what's that sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe. And now that you know about it, I'm afraid that you must die.
Ah, beans. A secret safe? Ooh, I smell money.
I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside.
Look how dejected Gumshoe looks here. He's like, ah.
Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
Roger that. Achoo! Achoo! Ugh, talk about dusty.
I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here, or I'd have kept it clean for you, sir. So, when did you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right now, nothing.
Oh,
We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
that's it. Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Now this is odd.
You found something, sir?
This keypad, don't you find it to be a bit too clean?
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself.
You there, the forensic scientist.
Yes, sir!
Could you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir! Trains.
I found a train, sir.
I like
Found a
trains.
train. I couldn't find, let alone lift, a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Okay.
As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have.
Okay, let's do some logic. Killer's goal. Wiped fingerprints.
Yeah?
Connect them.
I believe I've figured out what the murderer was after.
Well, what is it, sir?
The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe.
Ho ho ho.
I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime.
Signs of a struggle, motive theft? Yeah, because I don't think the other handgun has anything to do with the theft.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try. Also, don't lie, you've never been to a library before.
I don't know how to read, sir. Why do all the good ones die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth.
No.
I thought you did say no for a second.
No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life.
It's pretty fucking cold to say that now.
But we can summon their ghosts into the body of small teenage girls. So
It's true.
I guess there's some consolation.
That means something to you.
What?
All we can do is search for the truth.
And so I'm sorry, I just scared the shit out of Magnus for some reason. He's sitting on my lap. He's sleeping. And so what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
Are you sure you're a prosecutor? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place.
You got it. Here, let me help. So this file goes here, and that book goes there. You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Okay, done.
It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here.
The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
And then the guy fell onto the floor, right? Blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture.
I mean, if he was shot here, why is the bullet hole here?
Oh, yeah.
Also, those handprints are wrong.
Well, I think it's like he got shot in the stomach, and then he like tried to catch himself. He like touched the wound.
Even then, how are the fingers faced inward?
He was like from back, like he reached behind him.
He put his hands behind himself.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Sorry.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Yeah, shot in the abdomen.
Eureka! There is clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
But what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot.
Actually, Pridge, you're totally right. The handprints are wrong because both of their two left hands, basically. The thumb is on the same side.
It definitely does
side.
look like it does look like the thumb is on the
our left,
right side on
both hands.
Yeah.
Then that means. Wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, Detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. And it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position?
Position of the body, position of the handprints, order of the files.
Order of the files?
Order of the files.
I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh?
Yeah. You see here how the files that have been shot, that were shot begin with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
Yeah.
Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
What? But the numbers are all out of order. Do you know how to count?
Those white... Shit! He's discovered my secret. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha! So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order, from 1 to F, and see what we find out.
What? Sir, it's okay. Counting can be kind of hard, even for me.
I can count, Detective!
1, 2, 3. The other F1.
Helium.
Sex.
Carbon. Flower. Take that.
October. Do you think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved?
They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files before shooting Mr. Faith.
And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess.
Yeah, also I just realized, fucking headless body here. It's creepy
from
looking.
this perspective, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, it does
He ain't
look
got
a
no
little fucked
head!
Yeah.
Where's his head? Exactly. And then proceeded to shoot the victim.
But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time?
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why? Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look.
Well, we're gonna look at the fucking gumshoe papers.
Yep, the gumshoe files.
Mm-hmm.
This.
What is that? Why does it say gumshoe on there in blood?
Oh no, these are all my files on you. I just wrote in big red marker gumshoe across them, so I know they were the gumshoe files.
I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence.
Yes, indicative of criminal activity, indeed.
No, wait! There's gotta be some mistake! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Help me! Say something, sir!
Take him away, officers.
No!
It appears that one of my files was stolen.
Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after?
He's so pissed.
Yay!
Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end.
Despite that never once being the case.
Despite that never once being the case in this entire franchise.
Mr. Portsman, I've played Danganronpa. I know what's going to happen here.
Is there someone named Leon in the room with us right now?
Oh, that's my name, sir!
Take him away.
Take that!
And this most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party.
If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up.
Jim's words. They're more than enough, wouldn't you say?
No, because we don't know if they're his.
If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
You got it.
I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be
also,
some sort
where'd
of
he get
flaw
that
to
gold
his
medal
logic.
from?
The Olympics,
It's just
Prit.
blank.
No,
Doesn't
the
say
Olympics.
anything on it.
Damn. You know what that medal reminds me of? Because I just saw this meme today. He's the meme of the guy
Obama giving himself
getting the
the
medal. No, I was thinking the meme of the guy getting the medal, biting it, kissing the woman, blasting the champagne, and then being last.
And he's in third place or whatever.
I love that meme. That was a
Just
good
like
one.
most memorable Ace Attorney prosecutors.
Yeah.
He's the last
He's
one
the last
on the list with
one,
his
probably. Yeah, holy shit.
medal. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out.
Also, Edgeworth, can't you help by... The guy who threatened you did speak, right?
Uh-huh.
You could probably say, hey, it didn't sound like Gumshoe.
Yeah.
That would help.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do?
The same thing I do every day in court. What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him.
Try to prosecute the world.
One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique, with my Keke Genkai.
Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? I mean,
Might as well.
I've done this, but we should.
Do we? Is it different than normal Ace Attorney cross-examination?
It actually isn't. Or we should do
Okay,
it.
then.
We can read through it fast. You don't have to necessarily.
All right. First, I listen to the witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open my organizer with E and present the piece of contradictory evidence. To present something, I simply use T, but that's old news.
That's old news. But it's not like there's gonna be a flaw in the testimony every time, right?
Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with Q. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony.
I think
I do like that they feel the obligation to call this cross-examination like this and call the witness. He has not witnessed anything. He is just a bystander, and this is not cross-examination. It's just questioning. You should trust your audience can understand the same. You should trust that your audience can understand it means something. That this is
different.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very silly to call it this.
Yeah.
Which again, nobody has any obligation to answer any sort of questions in this scenario at this time.
They're not under oath or anything.
Nope.
Yeah. No, he's not attempting to detain him. He's not doing anything. He's just talking to a guy.
I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations, too.
We'll get there in 6 months, Detective. Don't be so hasty.
That was good. That was good.
Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now, watch carefully.
Damn, I just read in the chat, Jester said, Loki forgot Pridge is a lawyer. Listen, Pridge will tell you, this is not how anything a lawyer does goes. Pridge, do you regularly get held up at gunpoint and then have a murder happen in your home office and then...
I mean, one of those things. I'll tell you which one.
Oh, shit.
Ah.
Chat, let us know in the comments down below.
People be dying all the time in the compliance office. It's so many deaths.
Mr. Portsman's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be his final words that will be and it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice.
You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer?
I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest.
Just tell us why you call him Jim, please. I'm begging you. No one's even brought it up. Why is no one even talking about it?
I think we get him soon. I swear it gets brought up earlier, but maybe I'm wrong.
Someone tell me why he calls
Please,
him.
let me out of this madhouse.
I feel like I'm going insane.
I feel like I'm going crazy here.
His name's not Jim.
It's Bruce.
Wait. It's Buddy Holly.
Ooh-wee ooh.
And you're Mary Tyler Moore.
I don't care what he looks like anyway. Or wait, is that?
I don't care about that.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't care what they say about us. I don't care what they say about us.
I fucked up. Fake Weezer fan.
I don't care about that.
Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There is no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence.
Hey. Stole the gun, shot him dead, messed up the files, make it look he committed theft. That's when you moved Jim's body that was standing in front of the bookshelf. You didn't notice the bloody letters. By his final words, you've been brought to justice. I'm so mad at myself because I literally did this like 2 weeks ago and I don't remember what we might have to press here.
Well, I mean, read through it one more time.
Press forward. Oh, press the first statement to get Jim. Sorry. Chat's saying that.
Oh, okay.
Hold it!
There you go. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask.
Thank you. Bless you, Miles. Bless your heart.
What is it?
Where did you get that medal from?
The Olympics.
Honestly, that's okay too. I
the
take that
Lawyer
question as well.
Olympics.
Why do you call the victim Jim? When clearly his name is Bruce Goodman too.
Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jock and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly?
If someone fucking gave me a nickname because he wanted it to sound close to his name, I would punch that person.
Whatever you say, Zam. I don't know. Is that anything?
I'm gonna call you a nickname because it works for me because it syncs with my name.
We got the three amigos here: Zip, Zach, and Zop.
That's good.
I mean, you know what? Fuck it, that's fine. I'll take that. It's better than just randomly changing my name to fucking Jim.
But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name.
Bless your heart, Dempsey.
Well, Jock and Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim.
Jock and friend.
God. Just fucking started calling people Jim.
He talks about the victim like he was his pet. I can't understand doing that with your subordinates at all.
Thanks, Master. Sorry, I think you had a thought about this, Wes?
Well, I was gonna say, isn't it... So he's saying he messed up the files and then shot him.
Uh-huh.
But if the files were already messed up, then he couldn't have written the note on the files, right?
Oh, yeah. The theft.
I guess also, why steal one of the files you wrote the name on?
Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah.
That also seems like a weird move.
Pretty big point.
Yeah,
there.
that seems pretty sus.
Wow.
If you're trying to frame someone, you wouldn't write it on one of the files you were taking.
Oh, wait. Made it look like a theft. You didn't notice the bloody letters. His final word. Because I think the
yeah, because also if he didn't notice
it,
the bloody letters,
I think the objection is that he wrote it after he fucked up the stuff. But if he did that, then the missing part of it wouldn't have been there already.
Right. That's true. That's also true.
So do we present it here? I can't remember.
Trust your hearts.
I mean, I don't know if I do.
The heart of the files.
Oh God, please, Chad, don't make fun of us. This is wrong.
Objection!
No! No!
I must object to your line of logic.
And which part do you have an objection to?
Yes, well.
Stay cool, Mr. Edgeworth. You're no good when you're all flustered. The detective's right, for a change.
How did it come to this? Calm down, Miles. Listen carefully and think everything through a bit more rationally.
Alright, I think we had the right idea, but... Move Jim's body was singing from the bookshelf. Thinks that you didn't notice the bloody letters. That was right. Okay, yeah. I think this is where we present because it wouldn't have made sense for him to write it if he was already shot.
Right.
Objection!
Okay, cool.
Okay, nice.
Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic.
Right train of thought, wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. I love Monica in the chat says, don't worry about it, Zach. You're getting older. It's natural to forget things. God damn it. 33.
Got his ass.
Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem. I'm game.